Hello and welcome back to Dabnica. Right, so I've been busy off camera, just getting ready to sell 2 more crates worth of wood. I mean, I've done actually quite a bit of chopping, to be honest. I've still got a lot of trees to chop up, but yeah, it seems like it's taking a little bit longer than it did last time that I did too. So yeah, we're cracking on with it though. We're nearly done. So the aim is pretty much to fill this up, sell it, and then what I've decided to do is I've got, in my eyes, a lot of land that I'm pretty much doing not much with, and I've got a lot of sugar beet seeds. So what I've actually decided to do is we're going to plant some more. There we go. So we're going to sell this first, and then we're going to go straight back to the farm, pick up the plough. We're going to sell it, and we're going to get a better one that I found. Well, actually, someone pointed it out to me. I don't know how I missed it, but it's part of the Massey Ferguson pack, the small grey Massey Ferguson. It's actually really good. So yeah, we're going to sell these, like I said. We're going to go back to the farm, pick up the plough. I think I can sell this here. I'm not entirely sure. I know I can sell it somewhere in the sawmill. So it's not letting me do that. So let's just see if we can sell any more here. If not, we'll have to take it somewhere else. I'm sure I can sell it at the sawmill. Maybe it's because I've got the strapping on. No, it's not. So obviously, I'm going to have to take this somewhere else. So we'll quickly go and do this. I am rushed for time because it's the last possible day that we can actually plant some sugar beets. So with me having the seeds, I don't really want to go and buy a different type of planter and some different type of seeds. So we really need to get them in before obviously midnight. So yeah, we'll go and sell these now, and then we'll come back, like I said, get the plough, go and get it for the better one, plough a nice shaped field. I think it's important that we get a good size, and then we'll try and get everything in the ground. And if we can do that, I'll be happy. So with the money that I've obviously got here, I think it'd be a good idea. Let me just see if I can take a shortcut. I think I might be able to. Yeah, we may as well go straight down. Actually, we'll turn right and we'll sell it there. So with the money I'm going to get from this, a lot of it is going to go to the equipment that I need for the sugar beet harvesting and all that kind of stuff. But I do think as well we need a tedder and some kind of, probably a little bit of a bigger trailer. Nothing too big, but just better than what we've got right now, because this trailer, it's a bit of a strange one. But if we do the work with all the wood, we will have enough money to get what we need. Random people just walking across the road everywhere on this map. I do like this tractor. It's doing the job pretty well. It's obviously got more power and it's a little bit faster as well, so it's good for stuff like this, for carting around. I am enjoying this series though. I feel like it's definitely something different, and yeah, it's just got kind of a laid back feel to it as well, so it is fun to do. But I do think we need to optimise what we're doing, so we need to try and get as much done as possible early on, so we can start getting bigger equipment, better equipment, bigger fields. I think if we buy a field as well at some point, that should be a priority, because it doesn't have to be the biggest field, just some small field. If we get some kind of proper field, we can obviously plant some type of crop in there properly with the right equipment, and yeah, it'll be good way of earning money anyway. Right, so let's see how much we get for this. Right, so just over 8,000, so 8,300, which isn't bad at all. So up to 11,000 now. So let's just quickly shut that. It's a shame I can't get the plough now. I might do that now actually. I might get the plough now, leave the trailer here, and then when we come back to sell the other plough, we'll pick up the trailer. I think it makes more sense because then we can get straight to it. Let's just park that there. Right, so I'll show you the plough that I've been looking at. So I've been looking at this plough here, the 3 to 5 furrow plough. We can go for 5 and we can go second hand, and it's still only £270, which is actually pretty good. Look at the size of that, that's much bigger, much better. This will do the job much quicker, which is what we need at the moment. Just flow into that. The brakes aren't the best on this. Yeah, it's what we need at the moment because we are pretty much a race against the clock. Even though I don't think we'll have an issue with the time, to be honest. But yeah, I'd rather start it off now, get it done, and then we could probably look at sorting out a tedder, because I have mowed a bit of grass and I do want to turn it into hay. Do some mini hay bales. I think that'd be a good start on the grass side if we sell them for some hay bales. And I haven't used a mini baler much in the game, and I am interested to do that. I do like the idea, especially ones that like throw out at the back and you can put them in a trailer, but I don't think we can probably get that straight away. We might just have to stick with a baler that drops onto the floor. I don't know if I can fold this, but I don't think I can. I'm going to have to watch out with traffic. Like this car here. Hey up, hey up. I thought he was trying to hit me. Right, so I've just been quickly looking at the specs. It's something I didn't do. Probably should have, but yeah, I'm looking at the specs and it's actually only 20 horsepower requirement on this, and the plough that I've already got, which is 0.6 metre spread, is 25. So yeah, this is such a good shout to get this plough. Obviously it's a lot bigger, 3.5 metres, and it takes less power from the tractor, so which means it should actually be easier to do. So what I'm thinking is, where the field that I've got now, just to the left of it, I'm thinking of going a little patch at the front, but then at the back, just behind like the caravan, I'm thinking of doing a long straight for some sugar beets, because like I said, we have got a lot of seeds, so it makes sense. So just about here at the front to the left, and then the same side but going all the way back, and then the right side can be for grass. I'm trying to figure out the best place to do this. I think there's obviously a line that I can't see. I think if we try about here, maybe that should be alright. Here's hoping anyway. So let me just explain about the problem that I was having in the last episode with the crop destruction. So this map, I will be honest with you, has a few little bugs. Yeah, it's definitely got a few little bugs. I think there is an actual issue with the Maize Plus side of it. Now obviously the Maize Plus 2.0, as I'm calling it, which is the horse extension, has obviously an adapted, let's say, more updated version of crop destruction. So it might have something to do with that, because obviously if I've got narrow tyres, I shouldn't be having any issue with crop destruction. But obviously I have got an issue, and I think it is probably to do with the fact that there's an issue with the Maize Plus. So what I've decided to do, just until we obviously get an update for the map, is I'm just gonna I don't know what happened then. I got stuck on a bush. Yeah, what I'm going to do is just turn crop destruction off when I'm obviously doing some fertilising or something like that. So I have turned it off right now because I do want to do the fertilising as well. But it's only fair because I am following the rules. I have got narrow tyres on, so if I am, playing by the rules, I should be able to not have crop destruction. And it's obviously impacts, as you can see just in that little patch there. It does impact it quite a lot, so yeah, if we can avoid that, that would be better. So in this episode we really have got to try and cultivate everything as well, and we need to plant, so I think we can get it done anyway. It really just depends how big we want the field, but the bigger the better, because yes, it'll take longer to do with smaller equipment, but it's all about getting that money in early on so we can grow pretty quick. This shouldn't take too long anyway. I do wish it was a turning plough. I do like the ploughs that you can turn. But it is working wonders. It's a lot better than the plough I had before, let's be honest. Well, I've still got the plough before, but yeah, it's a lot better than that. My seed is, the seed is small. That's going to slow me down. Cultivator's not too bad. Cultivator's a good size, but the seeder is small. So I think, yeah, the only aspect we're going to have an issue with is probably the seeder. But whatever we get in the ground, by the time we've done the cultivating as well, is obviously a bonus, really, because my initial plan wasn't to do this much, thinking that it'd take a lot of seeds and, a lot of time. But with us now having this tractor and a bigger plough, I think it would be quite silly not to optimise what we're trying to do here. Right, so what I'm going to do now quickly is I'm going to put a quick time lapse in. I'll probably time lapse me ploughing the field and doing the cultivating, and then I'll cut back in when it's all done.
We got our windows down, driving down the 405, sing along to the radio. We're gonna make it someday, nothing's gonna get in our way. We will be the biggest band in town. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. Oh, oh, oh. I'm gonna quit my job. Never wanna have no boss. I just wanna play my rock and roll like they do on the radio. Tommy's got brand new drums, and I still have my old guitar. And John said this next song's gonna be real good, if you know what I mean. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. Oh, oh, oh.
Right, so there we go. That didn't take long at all. That plough and that cultivator made it really easy. So it's all obviously cultivated now and obviously ploughed before. So we just need to get these seeds in the ground, and we're doing well for time. It's only 3:10. We'd have to worry about that. I didn't do that big a field just on the other side of the caravan here. The main reason for that is the land. It's a bit of a weird shape. If you watch it on here, it kind of like goes in here and you kind of lose more. Obviously in the long run, figuring out like being here and stuff like that, we could expand to across the road. We could even find a different plot depending on what it is. But I do like this area, and I do think it could be good. If we buy this, for example, or one of these fields, you know, it could be a lot better. Yeah, I really do. I think the whole farm could be down here, and we could work on the fields to the sides, but obviously that's quite a while in the future, to be honest. So this is just about planting. So it is a bit slower than the cultivator and the plough. It is planting, that's the main thing. And the actual planting width that it's doing looks like it's actually bigger than what it looks like with the tool itself, so that makes it a little bit easier. So when I've done this, I'll fertilise all 3 of these fields. We'll get it done. And we can tick that off the list. And hopefully it'll improve the yield. I mean, like I said, I don't know. I really haven't got a clue what fertilising rate we should be doing, because obviously I can't lease out any equipment to test the fields. And we definitely can't afford to buy anything because they're a few £1,000. I think we've got more things that are a higher priority. Because at the end of the day, if we're putting fertiliser on, it's going to improve it as long as we don't go over the top. So this shouldn't take long now. So what I'll do is I'll finish the field off, and then I'll cut back in when it's all done. Right, so there we go, all planted, and by 4:20, so that's pretty good. That drill was actually a lot quicker than what I thought it would be. So I've fertilised that field and the field just down there. So we've just got to finish this one and then we're done. So I have changed as well the application rate from automatic to manual. I have noticed that it's quite high when it's not on automatic, and in all fairness, a comment that I had not on the last episode but the one before that, someone pointed out to me that he recommended doing it because he noticed it too. So I thought I'd check it out, and he's absolutely right. It was at 440 kilograms per hectare, which is really high. If I'm right, that's higher than any crop type requires, so we're probably over fertilising if we did that. So by putting it onto manual, it's gone down to 74, which is more in line where we want to be. So I think that's we've got room to play with anyway. Obviously I can't lease any equipment out to go and test obviously the soil, and we can't buy the equipment either, so we're pretty much stuck with just winging it in the moment, let's say. But there we go, it's all done. I'm happy with that. We've probably just upped our potential profit by maybe 3 times, so that's good going. Right, so I think we best get down the shop and have a spending spree. I'll take this tractor, I haven't used it today. And we'll see what we're going to get. Obviously we can't bring much back, we'll probably just bring the one item back. We'll sell this. Definitely don't need this anymore. That plough is much better than we got. But yeah, it's gone pretty well. We've been quite productive, which is I think is what we've got to try and aim to do. And let's be honest, the Firewood was such a great mod. It does give us a potential to earn quite a bit of money. And with all the wood now we've got to go at, yeah, it's going to make things a lot more simpler than especially with the amount of wood I started with. We haven't got too much though. It's not overkill, you know. With the equipment that we'll end up buying, we'll easily spend that. So I think what I'll do when I get there is I'll have a look at a tedder, and I'll have a look at the equipment as well for the sugar beets, for the harvester. And if we get all that stuff in, but now we know that we're pretty much set for at least our first harvest, and we can also do some hay. We still need a mini baler, so I'll look at them and see what the price is. If we can get a mini baler, a tedder, and the stuff for the sugar beets, I'll be really happy. But we'll see how much everything costs. Right, so here we go. We're here. Probably need to clean this tractor and the other one at some point. When you buy them second hand, they do come a little bit dirty, but this tractor has pretty much lost its colour. But I think the jet washes are quite expensive. Right, so let's have a look at what we're going to get. Right, so I found a tedder that's 2.5 metres, 12 HP, so brake horsepower requirement. And for second-hand price, it's £646, so I think that's pretty good. We'll go with this one. So I found these two pieces of equipment as well. This is the beet preparer and then the beet picker. So this basically, they're both 1 metre spread, and they both meet my requirements, and £500 brand new. But we're obviously going to get it second hand. I think we might change the colour as well. Let's see if we can make it a little bit more in line with the colour that we've got for the tractor. Yeah, I think that's fine. So we'll get that as well. And then we'll obviously get the picker because we'll be lost without that. Yeah, I do like the colours of them. That's not too bad. So we'll go with another red. In fact, no, we'll stick with this. I do like that. Right, so we're doing well. So what I have wanted to get as well, because we're obviously going to get weeds at some point, but I found something that I think would be really good, which is this hand weeder. And we'll get it brand new because it's £43. At the end of the day, that's not an issue. Let's go with about a John Deere yellow. So I think we've got an option of two here. We've got the mini baler here for 2,000 second hand, and the one that we went past, which was over here without the thrower, which is 2,800, but it does look better. Yeah, this does look better. I think we might treat ourselves and get this. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for this New Holland one. Why not? Right, so I've also seen this windrow, which I think will make our life a lot easier picking up the rows of hay into for the mini baler, and it's only £816 second hand, and I do like it. It's a proper rake style, so I'm going to get this as well. And I think that's it. We have bought a lot of things now. I don't even know if it'll all fit here. Well, it has, so we don't have to worry about that. Here we go. Got the rake too. Let's see what it's like. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. We can throw that in there for when we bring it back. So all we need to do now is just quickly sell this. I mean, we won't get much for it, but we don't need it anyway. And then somehow, and we don't want to sell that. Yeah, and then somehow we've got to try and find a way of taking all this back. It's going to be a lot of trips and a lot of fuel. Hey, oh, still in the point. Let's go with the, look at the size of that mini baler. It's definitely going to have to go on the other tractor. Definitely going to have to go on it. And luckily, it's full of twine, even though it doesn't need a paint job. Yeah, pulling this is it's like bigger than the tractor. It's crazy. Anyway, let's just hope this sells. Right, so I'll do it in the menu. It's much easier. There we go. £100, not bad. Alright, so we've bought, what have we bought? We've bought a rake. We've bought the two pieces of equipment that we're going to need for sugar beets. We've also bought a tedder and a mini baler and a little manual handling weeder. Right, so what I'll do is I'll lug this thing back somehow. I mean, it is struggling. I can feel it. 13 miles an hour, it's not going above that at the moment. Well, it's just at 14 as I said that, but it is struggling. It's not hitting the maximum, let's say, speed that it could be. But what I'll do is I'll do the many trips that I'm going to need to do to get all these back to the farm, and then I'll cut back in when I've got them all back home. Right, there we go, all done and dusted. That definitely took a while. Yeah, so it's like 5 to 8 now in the game. I've done some good miles in that tractor. Then I swapped over after I dropped the first load off. Swapped over to this tractor. But no, it came in handy actually doing that many trips, because what I did realise is when I brought this back last, I had an issue with unfolding it, so I don't know if we're going to keep this. This is the good thing about when you first try a mod, if you test it out before you use it. Obviously we found that maybe there's an issue with this. I just couldn't find any button to unload it. I don't know if it's something to do with the mod itself, but I will mess about with it and see if there's an issue. If not, we'll find a replacement, something similar priced. I'm sure we will. But yeah, we have done well. We've possibly got a rake. We've also got the 2 pieces of kit for the sugar beets, a tedder, mini baler. We've replaced the plough with a much better version, and we already had seeder for the sugar beets, and also fertilizer spreader, weight, and we've also got a cultivator and also a weird style trailer. So yeah, we've done pretty well. We are definitely progressing nicely now. But I'm going to leave the video there, so hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate that every time. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this one on Farming Simulator. See ya.